Hello, welcome to my channel, you cutie pie gangster face. Welcome back if you're returning, and thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to this video and any video that you see of mine in the future. All right, let's get into it, y'all. What are the vibes from my cutie pie gangster faces? All right, so let's see. What's the message for my collective today? What's today? Monday, November 10th. What's the message for my collective today? Monday, November 10th for my cutie pie gangster faces. What message does my collective need today? Make sure you guys are getting rest. Make sure you guys are getting enough rest. What message do my cutie pie gangster faces need today? Monday, November 10th. What's the message? What's the message? There we go. Empathy. Open your heart to others' feelings. Practice compassion and understanding in your interactions. So you may be called to take your time with people today, collective. You may be called to have empathy, to practice forgiveness, and to understand people, put yourself in people's shoes before you're quick to dismiss or judge or write people off as, you know. With that being said, I'm always gonna preach self-care and awareness of what you can handle, and don't take on anyone's baggage or carry anyone's load for them, especially if it's too heavy. Especially, you know what I mean? Like, but with that being said, you know what I mean? The cards must know something. I don't, so... Let's go deeper though. Let's clarify. Let's get into it for the collective. My cutie pie gangster faces for today. Monday, November 10th. This could even be having empathy for people in the way that they treat you. You could be in a space where you may be able to see through people's bullshit, like your attitude, like, you know what I mean? Like you may, okay, maybe you don't know what I mean. Let me take it back. You may be in a space where you are able to see through people's facades. So if somebody's being nasty and bitchy, you're able to kind of assess that, you know, this is personal. This is from your own insecurities. This is from your own traumas. I'm not going to wear this. And I feel you're being called, for some of you, right? Some of you are being called to operate from that space always. From knowing that it's not personal. Knowing that people act the way they act most of the times. It has nothing to do with you. And obviously when it does have something to do with you, take accountability for how you make people feel. Okay. But this is about operating from a higher vibration, especially if you realize that you're on a higher vibration and people are in a different space and they can't necessarily match that vibe. You feel me? It's like, I always be saying stuff like this in my head. But like, we expect things from people, like, and I'm mainly thinking about like celebrities and people who are in no way a role model. They're just a person with talent. You know what I mean? Like, they like put out some dope art. They had a dope idea and we all know them and we all fuck with their art and their ideas. That does not mean that now these same people need to be social justice warriors and fighting for a cause and da da da. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm always like, why are we expecting that? Like, I don't know. Like, we expect certain things from people that they never told us that that's who they were. Let's clarify empathy. Why does the collective need to have empathy today? 8 of Wands. Something is coming in quick. But again, the 8 of Wands, this light is bright, huh? You could barely see my... What? It's not even happening like where you can see it. Okay. So let me like move that a little bit. Maybe that's too much. Now let me see. Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, the 8 of Wands is a spiritual upgrade. The 8 of Wands is like communication from God, from source. So if you're getting the 8 of Wands, this is again that need to operate from a higher perspective, the need to operate from your growth, from your spiritual growth, from your understanding, from what you know. You get what I'm saying? If you know motherfuckers is mad because they life is they life and yours is yours, then there's no need to stoop to the level and get mad and get nasty with them too. I don't have to do that. I'm fine. You're the one who's mad. I like my life. Clarify empathy with the 8 of Wands. Clarify empathy with the 8 of Wands here. Who is the collective having empathy for? Thank you. The 2 of Pentacles and the Magician. So, see, and that's what I'm saying. This is somebody who, the Tower. This is somebody who's possibly experiencing a Tower moment in their own life. And the reason they're experiencing a Tower moment is because this person is a very crafty magician. This is somebody who plays a lot of games with people. They're very manipulative. And so here we are. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need to stoop to this person's level. Let them ruin their own life. It's already ruined. Not even a joke. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't need... Like, the story writes itself, bro. This is somebody you don't even have... This person is already... They're already going through it. This is somebody who's possibly having like financial issues. Let me use this deck. We're clarifying for the collective. We're clarifying for the collective. Now, I'm also feeling like you could be calling in some kind of money opportunity for yourself, and something that could have something to do with empathy, or I'm not sure in what way. Maybe it's a job or a position that you need to take into consideration before writing off. See the benefit in it. Maybe it's something you traditionally wouldn't necessarily, you know what I mean, gravitate to, but a paycheck is a paycheck. Bro, what is that? The 9 of Pentacles. I can't make it up. It writes itself. But yeah, 9 of Pentacles, your financial stability. Also, somebody, like, I feel like if this is in terms of love or something, something personal, a personal relationship, somebody does not want you to be financially stable. Somebody wants you to be confused and needing help, scrambling for hope. All right, so let's clarify this Magician energy. Who's the Magician? Or what's the Magician that the collective, thank you. Look, The Three of Swords to the Page of Swords. Guys, this is somebody who's watching you because they're heartbroken. They're heartbroken. They're experiencing something inconvenient. Now with the Three of Swords to the Page of Swords, that's 4 swords. So with 4 swords, this is somebody that you're possibly not in communication with. This person is heartbroken that you're not in communication with them. But this person is going through something. Somebody's going through something. And it's somebody who's wronged you. And the cards are telling you to have empathy. And, you know, this is the part of me that's like, so am I a bad person? Because I don't want to have empathy. I'm like, what do you mean? But see, guys, come on, you gotta check yourself. If you know all of the things that I just said, right? All of the things that I just said, if you know who you are and where you coming from, then for a lot of us, I feel like it's time to honor that and truly walk in that energy. And I'm not saying to be a fool. I'm saying to have empathy. Having empathy does not mean that you don't set boundaries. Having empathy doesn't mean that you entertain people in the same way that you used to, right? Having empathy just means that you treat people with understanding and compassion. I hear you. You need to talk to somebody. I hear you. Cool. Does that mean that you can call my phone again? No. Does that mean that you can text me at any time of day like I'm your friend? No. You get what I'm saying? And this is me, I guess, preaching to the choir, because I'm telling you, I'm not, as much as I know, I'm not in the space to want to be nice. Empathy. So let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. What's this Two of Pentacles here? What is this? This person needs help financially. They're struggling. They're juggling their finances. What's this Two of Pentacles here? Clarify this Two of Pentacles. The Hierophant. This could be also, look, with the Eight of Wands right at the bottom of the deck. With the Eight of Cups. Guys, this is going to be somebody who you walked away from. Somebody that walked away from you. They're reaching out to you. The Eight of Wands. Somebody's communicating. Somebody who juggled you. They want to do the right thing. They want to get themselves. They want to. Give me more on the Two of Pentacles to the Hierophant with this person. The Five of Cups to the Sun. They want to do the right thing. They want to fix what's been broken. And we have 5-5. We have the Hierophant and we have the Five of Cups. That's 2 5s. So this person is in, again, a space of great transformation, change. Things are changing. I just heard the walls are falling. The walls are crumbling all around this person. And this person is in deep regret. They want to fix. They want to change what they've broken. They want to make light of what has been made dark with the Sun here. Even if that means telling on themselves or admitting to things maybe that you don't know. So let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Like, what's the intentions of this communication? Let's clarify this Eight of Wands. What are the intentions with this communication? The Eight of Wands again. Growth, though. This is spiritual growth. This could be some, and I don't want to say a test, but a test, a lesson to see if you are, you know what I mean? Have you grown? Are you spiritually mature? I like that. Are you spiritually mature? Because you can know all of these things about energy and people and why they mad and da 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 da. But are you going to take it personal? Are you going to then retaliate? You know what I mean? Are you going to stoop to their level? Because that's not the spiritual thing to do. So this could be that. This is what that feels like. With the two Eight of Wands here. It feels very spiritual because that's what the Eight of Wands is. Downloads, messages, growth. What's this Eight of Wands? Give me one more, I guess, just to round it out. The Seven of Wands. Absolutely. Have you grown? Have you gone from the 7 to the 8? Will you be defensive? Will you be nasty? Will you treat people how they've treated you, or will you treat people how you want to be treated? That's kind of what I'm getting from this message, y'all. And I'm not pointing fingers at y'all, like, because I'm telling y'all know how I feel. I don't want to have no empathy for nobody. These cards is cute, but okay, like what? Better go on with that. That's how I feel. Anyway, this was a cute message. Let me see. Any last messages for the collective here? Any last messages from my collective? Any last messages from my collective? What's coming in? What's coming in? What's significant for my cutie pie gangster faces today, Monday, November 10th? What's significant for my cutie pie gangster faces? And you know what's crazy? I'm going to show y'all when I'm done shuffling. Thank you. Okay, Northern Lights. Transformation. Look at the butterfly. Northern Lights always makes me feel like going for something like unimaginable or unheard of, or something that you feel like, yo. Do you see what that says? Maintain your vibration. Generate positive emotion. Shifting internally. That's what this is about. And going for something that you feel is unimaginable, or like this version of yourself that you perceive, bringing that, you know what I mean? Like making it real. Game over. Something's done here. Somebody could be getting a divorce or something like that, or somebody could be going to prison, but game is over. As far as like maybe like your old life or something that you were experiencing in the past. Just this negative energy is just like a shift internally. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.